There's something new in Safari Shop. Who you gonna call?
No, we already did that joke with the Zool. We're not doing that again. Ladies and gentlemen, today we're moving from Ghostbusters to Elvis Presley with the new Safari Ltd Cryolophosaurus. First of all, if my voice sounds a little weird, I have a bit of a cold right now, so I'm sorry about that. But here is the new Safari Ltd Cryolophosaurus. Ain't nothing but a hound dog. Fans have been asking Safari for a new CRYO remake for years now, and we finally have one here. This one just became available on Safari's website, and if you want to get one for yourself, don't forget to use coupon code SpinoDude at the checkout. Right off the bat, I'm just gonna say that right behind the Zool, this CRYO is my favorite release from them for 2022. The sculpt work here is just good old classic Safari in my opinion. Some basic texturing complementing a nice sleek silhouette, and some very nice toned musculature in the limbs. I really like the texturing on the feet for how small this figure is, and the hands are done pretty nicely too, although a little puffy in the fingers, I will say. In general, for how small it is and being hand sculpted, it's nicely done. Now the head on this one caused me to go down a multi-hour fruitless rabbit hole on the internet. A lot of skeletal reconstructions of Cryolophosaurus feature a bulky body and tall, narrow head with a drooping snout featuring a notch towards the front. But some recent skeletal reconstructions show a slender body with a shorter, more squared off head like Safari's model here. The holotype skull of Cryolophosaurus was fragmentary. We only have the back half of it for the most part, and I'm assuming, not factually stating, that the recent reconstructions are taking fossilization deformation into account. For example, how some of the bones from Carnotaurus's holotype were deformed during the fossilization process. If anyone knows any more information regarding the recent reconstructions of Cryolophosaurus, please leave a comment or point me towards a resource I can check out. Your Dinosaurs Are Wrong addressed in one of their videos that Cryolophosaurus was usually wrongfully reconstructed as more of an allosaurid with a fancy crest. But we know of course that it's actually a close relative to Dilophosaurus, and this new reconstruction is likely the result of us learning more about Dilophosaurus and its relatives as well, and applying it to Cryolophosaurus itself. Anyways, the head looks nice in my opinion. It's nicely sculpted, even the interior of the mouth has some really nice, absolutely tiny teeth in there actually. There is some noticeable asymmetry when looking at both sides of the head, but for what it is, I think it's nicely done overall. The interior of the mouth has a glossy finish to give it a genuine wet look, and of course we can't forget to mention the pompadour crest on top of its head that gave it the nickname Elvisaurus. I really like the bright red color chosen to contrast the rest of the color scheme, and I actually really like how the red continues down the top of the snout. Very interesting design choice. Oh, and the eyes are very neatly painted. I like the pale blue color chosen for them. And speaking of colors, the color scheme here is very refreshing, I have to say. I don't think it's anything super special if I'm being honest, but in recent years we've gotten a lot of warm brown colors from Safari for their dinos. So it's really nice to see this CRYO stand out with the faded blue on top, which continues into some nice striping on the tail, which features a bright orange color. Comboed with the bright red on the crest and head, it's a nicely executed color scheme overall. And in case you're wondering how big this model is, it's just about 7 inches long and at its highest point, just about 3 inches tall. And for a quick comparison, here is the Cryolophosaurus compared with one of my favorites from Safari, their Cryolophosaurus. Although out of scale, I actually have these two together on my shelf. And here's our consistent Safari size comparison with Bernie the Gator. That's gonna do it for this review, guys. Let me know what you think of this Cryolophosaurus down below. I think this is a nice little figure for what it is. Thank you Jenna at Safari for sending this one out to me, and remember, if you want to grab this one for yourself, don't forget to use the coupon code SpinoDude at the checkout. Thank you guys for watching, take care, and bye-bye. I'm gonna go start coughing and blow my nose now. TMI, I know.